Hi, I'm Melanie Badrovic, also known as the Wealthy Barmaid. And today I'm going to be talking about 3 important things you need to know before you buy your first investment property and jump into the realm of real estate investing. Let's dive in. Number 1, you want to do business with like-minded people and build your dream team. As trivial as this may sound, it is one of the most important factors you need to consider and set up before you start investing. You need to make sure that you're working with the right people. You have to approach building the right relationships with as much tenacity and priority as you put towards all the other components involved with building your real estate business. You have to firstly find the best people in each field to work with and to be on your dream team. Then you got to focus on establishing trust and building relationships with them, and see to it that they have the same big picture as you. These people can't be about instant gratification. They must be focused on hitting your specific goals and interested in long-term results. I say this because real estate's a long-term play. It can take a few years to truly build a large and sustainable portfolio. You don't want to work with someone who's all about getting your money right now and then moving on to the next deal or to another individual. These people will ideally want to be part of your team for the long haul. You'll need help from real estate agents, contractors, brokers, lenders, accountants, lawyers, and property managers. Yeah, all of them. You need these team members to ensure that you're doing things safely, reliably, and profitably. Sophisticated real estate investors will not succeed without the help of others. For every successful investor you know, there's a team of people working behind the scenes. Your dream network should be an intentionally recruited group of people who will each play a specific role in helping you, the investor, succeed. In many cases, these connections provide services that will enable investors to do more while spending less time and effort. As a business person, I call this exchange leverage. With qualified help, you're going to accomplish more than you ever could accomplish alone. Even if you're only purchasing a few properties, you need to start establishing a dream team for your investment career. Number 2, do not overpay, ever. The second biggest mistake that a lot of investors make is that they pay way too much for properties. And what I'm about to tell you, please never forget. You make money when you buy, not when you sell, so stop paying too much for investment properties. It's just crazy how many investors are overpaying on properties out there. Look, I made a big mistake when I first started. I wasn't as skilled or experienced or as savvy when I was 22 and just starting out. I was just happy to have an offer accepted that I didn't fully realize the ramifications of my actions back then. I could have made so much more money had I known how to effectively buy properties under market value. What you ultimately want to do is buy the right house in the right area for the right price. Buy a house that needs the right amount of work. This way, the property can actually get you a step closer to your end goals. If you strategically purchase properties to meet your end goals and your cash flow criteria, you really don't need much quantity to your portfolio. You could buy 5 or 10 single-family homes that could set you up with enough cash flow to retire. Or you can sell out of that package, or you can purchase one multifamily deal that will literally give you financial freedom for the rest of your life. I kid you not, I've done it. So, to summarize what we've gone over in this small part here, negotiate hard, be patient, buy cheap, and only pull the trigger when all of the above makes sense. Number 3, start small and focus on mastering one strategy before moving on to the next. So last but not least, stop buying properties that need way too much work. If you've never done a deal in your life, if this is your first deal you're even looking at doing, why would you even consider buying a $10 million commercial property in the heart of a metropolitan city? Not the best plan. Start off small. Buy a property that just needs a cosmetic rehab like paint, carpet, landscaping, or new light fixtures. I already mentioned that you make money when you buy, not when you sell. I personally believe that no matter how hot any market is, if you're patient, you know where to look, and you have some lead generation strategies to acquire properties and you buy it right, you can make money in any market. Just to be clear, I'm not advising against purchasing apartment buildings or multi-unit commercial properties. However, if you're a novice investor, I would suggest that you first gain some experience with residential income properties. My advice is that you choose one investing strategy and master it before moving on to another. It really is really easy to get very distracted by shiny object syndrome and then lose your focus. But you need to remember not to give in to the temptation of dabbling in a whole bunch of different strategies, especially when you're just getting started. Personally, I did multiple deals involving single-family homes before I ventured into commercial properties. You want to be ready before you put yourself and your money on the line on a huge deal that could go belly up because you don't know what you're doing. Investing in commercial properties is a higher risk, higher reward type of real estate investment, and it appeals to more sophisticated investors looking for a challenge and stepping up their game when they're ready to move on to that next step. Remember, when dealing with commercial real estate, you'll be up against other investors, experienced, seasoned investors. Not like single-family homes for the most part. Here you're going to deal with homeowners. So you're really going to have to step up your game when jumping into commercial. And if you want to make any money on your deals and avoid losing money if someone outsmarts you in this arena during negotiations. So to recap, number one, please make sure that when you do buy these properties, you don't buy one that needs structural renovation work or a complete floor plan rearrangement or development approval from the city. Not when you're starting out, not when you have yet to learn the ropes. Number two, make sure you buy cheap. Buy a property that simply needs a cosmetic rehab. Get in and out as quickly as you can because time is money. And you might make a ton of mistakes, but be keen on learning quickly from those mistakes and don't repeat them in the second deal. And I'll tell you this, the least amount of money you invest in your first investment, the better. Investing less means less risk, especially on your first deal. And number three, really make sure that you have the right people surrounding you. This goes for investing in your local market, out of state, or even out of the country. How good these people are at what they do will be a huge factor in how successful you're going to be as a real estate investor. If you want more information about how to invest wisely in real estate, including how to find, analyze, finance, close, and manage your profitable deals, sign up for my free Live Advance Masterclass, where we go over all the steps you need to succeed in building your real estate portfolio, to build your wealth and give you financial freedom with positive cash flowing assets. Click the link below to get started.